Hi, and welcome to Extraordinary Camp Volunteer Training. We are so thrilled you are going to be with us next week for our first inclusive summer camp for all abilities. My name is Amy Meacham. I am the co-founder of Extraordinary Joy, and I will be with you all week too. You will also see the rest of my family working the camp as well, and of course, we will have some familiar leaders from Grace. We have 15 children with diagnoses registered, as well as 11 kids without one, so a great model for inclusion. Equal number of boys and girls, and enough to make 3 groups of kids based on age. I'm sure you want to know much more about the kiddos in our care this week, so we will talk a bit about their unique needs, and we'll also have a daily sheet with some important information on it every day. And their name tag will have some alerts like allergies and if they can be photographed. The theme for this week is Faith Moves Mountains from Matthew 17. We will focus on the faith, not the mountains, but the mountains will help with theme. We will talk about the heroes of faith in the Bible from Hebrews 11. And each day activities will center around them, like Noah, Joshua, Elijah, Jesus, and the disciples. And on Friday afternoon, our campers' families are invited to see the kids inducted into the Hall of Faith. Yes, we will culminate the week with a program Friday 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. that will allow the campers to share song and dance, scripture and crafts, and even refreshments with their family. Every day we will start on the playground or fellowship hall if it's raining. There will be a check-in table getting information to make sure we can communicate with all the kids, even those that are nonverbal or shy. Each crew leader will have a binder with the helpful information. It will be helpful for leaders to arrive at 7:30 every morning to prepare and pray together. From 8 to 8:45 in the morning, we will have some icebreaker games that really focus on getting to know each other. 8:45 to 10:30, we'll have a morning meeting for everyone, as well as crafts and sensory fun, bathroom breaks and snacks. And then in the later morning, 10:30 to 12, we'll have indoor games, song and dance, story time, video, discussion, bathroom breaks. And then noon to 2:30, we'll have lunch, indoor small group activities, song and dance, bathroom breaks, and then 2:30 to 3, snack and playground games until checkout. There will be 2 female and 2 male leads that rotate all the kids through the bathroom, as many parents have noted that their children need prompting. Always before snacks and lunches to give them a chance to wash their hands. Hand sanitizer should also be available at the food stations. Some may need assistance with snaps, zippers, wiping. There will be a larger changing table in the infants' room for those that need it. And there should be nursing help for those instances. Children should have extra clothes there too if they do have an accident, and let our leads like Sarah Beth and Paige know if you need help with the bathrooms. It is important that adults are never one-on-one with a child, so we should always have 2 adults. This is for safety and accountability. Another place this may be important is the elevator when transporting the 2 kids that have wheelchairs. They will likely always have their nurse with them, so we will not need to chaperone, but be mindful of it. As a volunteer, we want to be engaging with positive, affirming words. We want to help all kids to be involved in the activities and peer interactions. That means helping the kids talk and play with each other too. They may cling to you, and that is okay. We want them to feel loved and safe, but we also want to help facilitate friendships. Many parents noted that friendship is one of their goals of this week. We can all be friendly and be friends. Some things we need to be mindful of. Check the camper info sheet so that you can talk to them about their favorite things, especially if they're unable to communicate those things. Every morning's icebreaker games will ask the kids to group up based on their favorites or something different each day. So help the kids move to the right area that need prompting. Be familiar with the kids in your group especially. Throughout the day, help make sure the kids have their water bottles and are getting refilled if needed. Help store their crafts and belongings in the assigned cubbies, and help fill out the daily sheet so that their parents can see what they did and talk to them about their day, even if the child cannot tell them about it. The top half of the parents will fill out each day to give us some clues too. Counting kids after each transition will help make sure no kids have eloped. Keep your eyes on the children at all times, but especially during classroom changes, walks, and open paths. Camper sheets have allergy information and foods to avoid. We have tried to make sure none of those foods are present during camp, but something may get brought in someone's lunchbox, so we need to be aware and mindful and prevent kids from sharing their foods. Some kids have strong reactions to bug bites, and there will be a first aid kit in your bag for boo-boos. We ask that you report any falls, cuts, or bites to Nurse Kristen or Janelle to get cleaned and medicated if needed. Certainly, if anyone is causing harm to someone, we want to know and intervene. Remember to stay calm and avoid wearing strong scents. A demonstration of behavior is a form of communication, whether shyness or outright sound or emotion. Let's help them feel safe and responded to. It may not be easy to assess what the behavior is trying to communicate, so being a helping kindness is your primary role. First, we will try to take a preventative approach with our words of praise and affirming guidance. Celebrate successes and be empathetic. We will use visual schedules, timers, and clear instructions. We will have sensory toys in our backpacks and in most spaces as well as headphones. And there will be 2 break rooms in the first floor nurseries available for kids needing quiet space or some movie time, for instance. Some tips if you are presented with behavior. Remember to stay calm, get down on their level, give them 2 choices visually, really helps. Give if-then consequences, like when we finish our activity, then we'll have a snack time and free play. A gentle touch on the shoulder and even some light compression can be calming to some, while others may avoid touch altogether. Reminding of time limits, like 3 minutes left to our next station, helps prevent a tough transition. If you notice a child biting, scratching, or rubbing, you can offer them a sensory toy and talk about what goes in their mouth, for instance. If you see a child rocking or covering their ears or displaying anxiety, offer them headphones, a break, or a calm area like the nursery. Always use brief, clear communication. Some campers, likely the younger ones, are at risk for eloping. They may have the urge to explore without caution, so we always want to be mindful of all of our kids and the space we are in, where the doors are, and always have eyes on them. It is helpful to adopt some strategies for staying together, like counting off or holding hands. We will have some string and bubble wrap rolls as well that they can hold while making transitions. But transitions aren't the only time for elopement. So if a child does run off, try to stay with them, but avoid running. We don't want this to become a game. Call Code Green so behavior leads like Sarah Beth and Paige can assist without more folks leaving their crews. We have set up the Remind app so that you can communicate every day with us as you need to, and we can communicate with you. You need to add yourself by texting 81010 with the message @XLeads. This is only for the camp leaders and volunteers, not campers, so you can directly communicate with me or the whole team any concerns, issues, wins, and photos. I will send out communication daily through this platform, so please make sure you're getting the messages. We will also have daily meetings at 7:30 a.m. If you can come then and get prepped and with any updates. If you are coming at 11:30 for the afternoon shift, you will rely on the updates through the app. We encourage you to snap some photos during the day with your phone and share them here, but please do not share them on social media. There are a couple of kids that cannot have their photos shared, and they will have that on their info sheet and name tag. We will also have a photographer around to capture some great moments. So we'll screen the photos before sharing with the campers through the Remind thread, and we will make a slideshow for our Friday closing ceremonies. We expect that you will limit having your phones out. Take breaks as you need, but only when your crew can handle your absence. You may eat the same snacks that the kids eat, but there will be additional snacks in the kitchen for volunteers. We will also provide some lunch every day, like Publix subs, but we encourage you to bring your own lunch if you have allergies or sensitivities. We hope to have some coffee available as well. Make sure you bring your water bottle. Okay, volunteers, we are so grateful for you. Pray that God uses you this week and provides for every situation. Pray for our campers to feel the love of Christ at Grace. Have fun, smile, be warm and engaging, full of positivity, celebrate extraordinary, and spread joy.